What's happening? This is the Tap In Podcast. We are live inside the Tap In studio. Man, I got a special guest, an OG.
The homie.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. Rodney Perry, man. How you doing?
Man, D, first of all, man, it feel like I've known you your whole career.
Yeah, you have. You have.
Yeah.
Because you got to L.A. in what year?
98.
Oh, see, yeah, I was there. I came like in 2006, maybe 2005, 2006.
Okay.
So yeah, you have known me my whole career.
Wow.
And I probably started.
Are you Angelino though? Are you from LA?
From LA.
I about to say you the real deal. You a real LA person.
Yeah.
Because everybody else from LA ain't really from LA.
Yeah. See, I started in Houston.
Okay.
I did a year in Houston because I as soon as I left Prairie View, I just started doing comedy in Houston.
You hooped at Prairie View?
Nah, I was supposed to.
Football?
Basketball.
Okay. So you definitely a basketball player.
Yes.
When you walked up on me tonight, I was like, nigga, I ain't forgot your ass was damn 6'8". Damn. Tall.
Yeah. So
like in my mind, I'm tall.
Yeah.
But I know I'm not. Until I really look at tall people. I was like, yeah, okay.
This nigga tall.
He's really tall. He's real deal tall.
Yeah. Okay. And so, yeah, you have known me because I started doing comedy probably a year before I went to LA. Because I was like, I ran into a guy, he was like, if you serious about doing comedy, you need to go to New York, LA. And I was like, shh, LA, it's home for me. So fuck it, let me go back home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. How did you get to LA? What made you make that move?
So I'm in the Navy 90 to 98.
Okay. 8
and
years.
So my first tour is in New Orleans. And it came time to re-enlist. I re-enlisted, and my best friend, Harry Ratchford, who writes for Kevin Hart, he got orders first. He got orders to California. I was like, yo, I knew I ultimately needed to be in California. Matter of fact, that was a conventional wisdom back then, is that you needed to be in L.A. So not even L.A., California. So I took orders to the Bay Area. So I go to the Bay Area for 4 years before I go to L.A. And at the end of my 4 years, my 8th year, I packed up with my family down to L.A. So that's what kind of brought me to the L.A. space, yeah.
Okay. What was L.A. like back then when you first got there? Because I know it was probably the OGs of comedy were probably still hitting the clubs back then, or were they?
I mean, yes. I mean, I remember, first of all, we was in the Bay. So we kind of knew everybody by the time we got there. So people like Pierre, people like, Mark Curry, them guys were still the big dogs.
Yeah, okay.
And they was working comedians. Hope Flood was a working comedian. Cheryl Underwood was a working comedian. Like I knew I met them on my travel leading up to me coming to LA. But it was also some of the people that was like, once you got there, they're like, nigga, what you doing here? I was a couple people like that, which is okay. People don't want to nobody. When you eating off the land, you don't want nobody else coming in and eating. And so I get it. But people was kind of rude. When they find out you here for real.
See, here's my thing about Rodney Perry. Rodney Perry is a nice guy. If you ever hear anything bad about Rodney Perry, you know this motherfucker's lying.
Well, not lying. It depends how they know me. See, I'm a nice guy to you because we don't play mad. We don't do nothing competitive.
Oh, okay.
I'm not about to hoop with you.
Okay.
I only play stuff I'm good at.
Okay.
But if you know me as that other guy, I'm a horrible person.
Really?
Oh, my God. Rodney Perry is the worst winner and loser in America.
I got a little bit of a taste of your competitiveness remember we used to play flag football back in L.A.?
I was tenacious.
I never forget when I forget who was quarterback, and maybe Sydney or somebody. He threw me a pass in the end zone, and I dropped it, and somebody slapped my hand, and I was like, hey, man. And you was like, nigga, no. Your ass dropped that motherfucking ball. Don't put that. I was about to make an excuse so quick. You was like, nigga, no, stop it. You dropped that motherfucking ball.
Yo, man. Those were some great times, though, man.
Yeah.
And it was a great time in comedy, too, because we had camaraderie. it was like LA. I think LA kind of lost that.
Yes.
You know, we used to go do stuff. It was, you know, like I'm in the Atlanta comedy community now, and it's a really good community of comedians. And so I think it feels like that back in the day.
And so for those who don't know what we talking about, back in the day, I think Pookie may have put it together, or who put that? David, who put that together?
I can't say. We just say, hey, y'all play flag football tomorrow.
Man, so it was probably like 20, 25
It wasn't
of us.
organized.
No, it wasn't.
Pookie would have had it way too organized. It was just, hey, man, we got this park out in the valley. And then I think we was getting cancer in that park. So we was playing under power lines.
Yes. Yeah.
And my body still be feeling a little. Yeah.
But for those who don't know, back in the day, somebody organized or somebody put it together and said, hey, we're going to play flag football. Probably like 20, 25 of us comedians.
Do you remember Tony Tone coming up there? Tony Tone, Fowler's comedian.
I don't remember.
He a Dallas fan.
Okay.
Made me think about him. He had all the paraphernalia. He had real football pants with pads in them. I'm like, Tone, it's flag, bro. It's flag.
Yeah, we used to meet at the park and play flag football for about an hour or two. And if you got past the little transistor, well, that was a touchdown.
Right.
And it was like, I don't know. I still don't, where the out of bounds was on the sidelines.
Wasn't no out of bounds.
We would just go up there. Somebody went to Walmart, bought some flags, and we used to just play.
I want to say I bought them flags. I want to say
you might be right.
I want to say I had, because I remember having flags in my car. Like, hey, we need some more flags in there.
Yeah. You might be right, man.
Yeah.
So man, my
you saying back in the day? I guess that is. I mean, we talking about 2004. Not even.
No,
not even.
It was like
5, 6. I leave LA in 2009.
Oh, so I would say 6 or 7 then, 2006 or 7.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
We done lived a lifetime since then.
That is crazy. Yeah, those are good times, man. I remember playing, what's the little paddle that got the little ball on it? And it's like, you hit it and then it like travel over a net, then it slow down, you got to hit it back. What is that called? Badminton?
Like badminton.
I remember playing badminton at Pookie House. And I had a bunch of comedians.
And you can't go see Pookie without watching videos of Pookie used to play basketball.
Oh, yeah. Me and Pookie almost got into a fight.
Hall, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and Pookie almost got into a fight over a basketball game.
Really?
Yes. A fight.
He little, but he play like he's somebody.
Pookie was good. I give him that. He was good, but he do play like he's still young.
Oh, you know a vicious basketball player?
Who that?
Katt Williams.
Is he?
Katt Williams. So, first of all, Katt 5'4".
Yeah.
Right. But he play like you're on a penitentiary yard. I'm like, nigga, what are you doing? I'm like, am I not your friend no more, nigga? Like, what? I'm like, it would be so insane to play the guy. And we used to go play in Inglewood, right on Manchester, one of them little parks on the side, and just me and him one-on-one. Nigga be bodying me up. I'm like, nigga, stop.
Is this when you and him had the casino?
Yeah. I had, I want to say Thursday night. I think he had Wednesday night up there.
Okay. Man, those are nights that I'm mad that I missed.
Those nights precursor Chocolate Sundays. Because when they was about to do Chocolate Sundays, Pookie came down and watched our show, and I believe he took elements of what we was doing. And I also believe, I never said this out loud, I also believe that Nick Cannon saw some of the stuff we was doing that ultimately helped him create Wild 'N Out. Yeah. We was doing, because I had improv background. So I was doing improv games every week.
Really?
Young Nick Cannon was definitely around then. Definitely.
Okay.
But that, I mean, if a guy gets an idea, you can't say he stole nothing. Because it was just a live show.
Yeah, but it's like the DNA of his live show or of his show is
maybe
from yours.
But he also was affected by Joe Blunt and them guys, the other level of comedy. I don't know if you remember them.
I've
Joe
heard
Blunt,
stories.
Joe Blunt, Spanky Hayes, Thomas Ward, them guys was a sketch comedy group. They were the first ones to get a deal from like the Will Smith company. And so them guys was hot, and they was. I just remember L.A. You know, I seen everybody get hot. That's why like when I see like social media, that don't bother me. Cause I done seen people get hot.
Yeah.
You know, Country Wayne is you know doing great right now, but who's to say what's gonna happen in 10 years?
Right.
Can you maintain it?
That's the secret.
Yeah.
Who have you seen anybody get hot that you were surprised like, oh shit, him? And you ain't gotta say the name.
No. I'm gonna say not really, because you can always kind of see special people. Like they doing other stuff. Like I always tell a story about Katt Williams. So and this whole thing, they've been going back and forth on the internet. Katt and Ali Saddiq, they've been going back and forth on the internet. And Katt went on Shay Shade. He talked about the contest he won with Cedric. Well, I was on that show. I remember that shit vividly. So I'm touring with Cedric. Katt won the contest in LA. And this is when I knew this guy was gonna be a star. They didn't give him no dressing room. That nigga commandeered a bathroom, took a piece of paper, put a star on it, put Katt Williams on it. And I remember walking past, seeing that star on that door, said to myself, this nigga knows something don't nobody else know. This nigga gonna make it.
Yeah.
Because he had the wherewithal to be a star when nobody looked at him as a star. Like the nigga gonna be somebody. Kevin Hart. I remember thinking Kevin Hart was gone. And he wasn't gone, man. He wasn't gone. Now I look back now, and he making all these millions of dollars now. We thought he was gone. So me and Kevin, our families, me, Kevin, Harry, all of us, our families would spend holidays together. So one Thanksgiving, after we eat, we all go bowling. Me and Kevin, super competitive. Me and Kevin start talking trash. What, bet, nigga, bet, nigga, bet. So we bowling. I'm like, Kevin, you can't beat me. You know, Kevin, he think he the ultimate athlete.
Yeah.
I'm like, Kevin, you can't beat me bowling. So we bowl. I beat Kevin for $100,000. That was our bet. Now he ain't got it, and I ain't got it.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Kevin Hart, you watching this goddamn podcast? I want my $100,000. I know you got it, nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, I still love the kid. Man, some of my best advice for Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart told me one time, he said, Rod, don't tell people what you got going on. Let them tell you. You know, like, because it keeps you in a great position. You never bragging, you know, hey, man, Donte, I see the podcast, man. Tap in, it's crazy. You ain't got to tell nobody. They going to see it. If you do your work, they going to see it. Yeah.
Yeah. That is some great advice, man. That is some great advice. You know who I seen blow up that I was surprised?
Okay.
Gerard Carmichael.
I didn't know him. Now, here's my quick Gerard Carmichael story. So 8 years ago, I had a stroke. I'm in the hospital with my stroke shit. My wife said, you got some flowers today. I'm like, who sent me some flowers? To the house? Yeah, some guy named Gerard Carmichael sent you a... I'm like, I don't even know the guy.
Wow.
I don't know him.
Wow.
I've never been in the same room with Gerard Carmichael that I remember. And I asked Lil Rel, I saw Lil Rel last year. I said, Lil Rel, did you tell him like about me? He's like, man, he said, dude, he's just a nice guy. He's just a really nice guy. So you knew him back in the day?
So I didn't know him, but I remember seeing him at the Laugh Factory.
Really?
I remember seeing him perform it, and I was just like,
you wasn't impressed?
I don't get it. I didn't get it at the time.
Oh, really? Now, you know, I saw like that, what's the dude from Chicago? Hannibal Buress.
Okay.
But I saw that nigga one time, and I was like, that nigga out of here.
Yeah.
I said, that nigga gone.
Yeah.
Because he had the thing. I mean, there's those of us that's Rodney Perry, quintessential black comic, right? But then there's black comics that appeal to the world.
Right.
Appeal to the whites.
Yeah.
And he had that thing. I was like, that motherfucker out of here.
And that's how I felt about Gerard. And to me, Gerard was like, I was like, he gonna make it, but it's gonna take a long time because I kind of pictured him same like Dave Chappelle. You know what I mean? Where it was like, he gonna make it, but it's gonna be a long time for him to really
and
get it.
Faison said the stuff about Chappelle, and I think they took it out of context because Chappelle black people was not checking for Chappelle until the Chappelle show.
Exactly.
And that gave him his black street cred. Here it goes, D. Like, in this game, you either gonna have blacks and have to get whites, or you're gonna have whites that have to get blacks. But one way to affect the world, you need everybody.
Right.
You can't do it unless you white. A white comic could go his whole life and never make black people laugh.
And a lot of them do.
And they don't have to. They just don't have to.
Because it's just more of them.
That's what they tell us.
It's just more of them.
I mean, don't get me started on that. You about to bring out my old black man. I mean, they say we make up 12% of the country, but this is what white people do in America. They be adding on new whites.
Who's the new whites?
I'm about to tell you. So when I was a kid, tell you who wasn't white. Irish people wasn't white. Polish people wasn't white. Italians wasn't white. Czechoslovakians wasn't white. Guess what they are now? They all Caucasian, all Caucasus. Anybody light skinned identify as white.
What?
Anybody light skinned will rock white. Even the Japanese be trying to act like they white.
Yes.
Get your yellow ass out of here. So black people historically don't rock the collective black because it ain't always good to be black. You know, you got to deal with all kind of other stuff. And so you just look at it like this. When you think of black Americans, those people make up 12%. But everybody of color in the country don't identify black.
Right.
So if everybody that was of color said tomorrow I'm black, then we 50-50.
Right.
We 50-50.
You Africans.
And globally, we might be 60-40, 70-30 in the world. See, we forget about we think about America. America is one thing. You can go all day in Dallas, Texas, and never see a black person.
Yes.
Certain areas around the city, you can go but in Chicago, you can go all day and not see one black. If you ain't on the south side or the west side, you can easily not see no blacks. And then there's full states. We found out watching the Trump election, it's full states with all white.
Yeah.
And so, but that's an illusion in my assertion.
I can believe that. I can believe that because what they putting on camera, they probably be like, "Hey, black dude, just step back."
Get your black.
Step back. Let me.
And we're affected by them in so many ways. Like
Yeah.
I had this conversation with some friends the other day, and I was on Live Love, got a radio show in Atlanta. We was talking, and he said he thinks Flavor Flav is ugly.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you don't know why you think that though. Why? Why are you saying that man ugly? He got great skin. He got a beautiful smile. He's a good guy. And you think he ugly because you're affected by how white folks look at us. Your classic African looks is not attractive to even you now, over decades, over years. People say Sojourner Truth or Harriet Tubman was not an attractive woman. She just don't fit. Somebody was hitting it. Somebody was hitting it.
Yeah, but ugly people keep be getting fucked too.
Ugly people definitely. Speaking of ugly people getting fucked. Hey, cutie pie.
Yeah, ugly people be fucking. You can tell.
But what we think is ugly is we're affected by European standards of beauty.
You know who had a great joke? I just seen CP.
I like CP.
CP said,
so funny to me, man.
CP said, ugly just means we ain't never seen nobody that look like you.
Wow, how about that? How about that? I say ugly is about symmetry too.
Yes.
Like if you got some shit that don't make sense, big ass nose, big ass lips, motherfucking eyes, that shit fuck with people's with the math. Your face is like a math problem.
Yes.
If your math is out of whack, your mind looking at geometry and your I don't know what it is. I got a friend of mine. She got her eyes far apart. Her eyes, motherfucker. She's a pretty girl. She got all the bells and whistles to her face, but her eyes, motherfucker, her peripheral. You can't sneak up on the bitch. Eyes far apart. Now on an adult head, that ain't too bad. She had a baby.
Ooh.
That baby eyes, nigga, almost off the charts. Baby eyes, nigga, way over here. Nigga. I'm like, now this baby is peculiar looking.
Yeah.
It's a cute baby, but this baby eyes is way too far apart. And I was looking at this goddamn like, but the baby ain't ugly, but the baby ain't cute either. But you can't say that about a baby.
You can't say that about a baby.
They goddamn baby.
You can't say.
She put them far apart ass eyes on that little baby head. Now I gotta fucking look at this baby acting like it's cute.
Yeah. That's why I feel like with Candace Parker and her husband. Candace Parker took a chance on having a baby by her husband. You know who Candace Parker's husband is?
I don't know it.
Oh man, he got the Tracy McGrady eyes.
Okay.
He's 6'10".
She probably feel like she can combat
The
his
ugly
looks with her looks.
man.
Cause she's a beautiful girl.
Yeah, she is. But I'm
And
saying
they both
she took a
tight.
chance.
They athletes. It's really a win.
She took a chance though, cause she ain't.
She guaranteed the league though.
Yeah, she is.
She ain't guaranteed no cute grandkids, but she guaranteed the league.
She is. His name. What is his name? Sherman.
Why you looking that up? Let me tell you something. I got beef with any NBA player that marry a short bitch.
He.
Oh yeah, he got some definitely.
He got some.
He got some peculiarity about his face. But what's wrong with it? A tall ass forehead.
Yes.
Forehead tall. His eyes a little distant.
They a lot.
He got his motherfucking lips a little tiny. Look at his ears, a little bitty ass ears. His math ain't good.
Yeah.
His math ain't good.
You need to carry the one on some of this.
Nigga, that nigga needs some geometry. He need some trigonometry to fix that face.
Yeah, Sheldon Williams is his name. Yeah, she took a gamble.
But it's a lot of Williams. It's a lot of them shit. Them Williams.
What
He
you
ain't
mean?
the only one. It's got to be some more of them.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So his
6'9".
Yeah.
Nigga, that nigga daddy look just like him.
or his mom.
That nigga don't look like his mom. I'm not gonna put that on Miss Williams.
Yeah, Miss Williams.
Miss Williams don't look like that nigga.
Sheldon, we just bullshit, man. Don't.
I mean, Sheldon, I don't know you, bro. You got a peculiar face, but nigga, so what? Nigga, you got Candace Parker. God bless you.
Yeah, you won.
Nigga, you winning.
Yeah.
But the nigga probably got game. This is what ugly niggas got. Ugly niggas that first of all, most niggas is not classically attractive. Most of us are regular to ugly.
Okay.
Most men are regular to ugly, but the good thing about this, Donte, is women don't require your ass to be really beautiful. Like, think about it. The most handsome nigga you ever seen in your life, women be like, man, that nigga's still in the mirror. Fuck the bitch ass nigga. But the reality is, if you got a mouthpiece, if you got the confidence to walk up, then you can pull women. Period. And ain't no woman beyond you. No woman in the world is beyond you. All you gotta do as a man is walk up and say something. I tell my son this all the time. Like, cause it's easy as a man, your confidence may waver from time to time. You think, man, oh girl too pretty for me. Nigga, there is no woman that you cannot pull. Period.
Exactly.
Cause women are nice.
Yes.
And they're dumb.
You can pull them. You just got to be able to keep them.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story. My relationship on a banana peel right now. 28 years, and nigga, she might be gone right now.
Yes, but you can pull anyone.
That's the hard part, though. The hard part is the pull.
Yes. Yeah. The hard part is the pull.
Dude, like in my life, in my comedy life, like young comics always come in, man. I remember what's his nigga name? It just escaped me. He played the piano on stage sometime.
He got a little fro. He older.
He like your age ish.
Is it Barry Brewer?
Barry Brewer.
Uh-huh.
Barry Brewer. I remember this like it was yesterday. We had a little open mic in motherfucking LA somewhere. Barry like, man, I'm getting married, man. He was like 21 or something. I said, Barry, don't marry that girl. He said, why, Rod? I said, nigga, you too young. He said, nigga, I'm getting married, nigga. He like getting married tomorrow.
God, Lord.
I'm like, nigga. He calls the girl. Hey, Rodney said I shouldn't get married. I'm like, nigga, what type of nigga?
Right, yeah, why would you
what type of nigga? Nigga, good luck, nigga. You on your own. That nigga to this day say, Rodney Perry, I should listen to you. He got married, and don't get me wrong, he was a great father to her children. She had two kids too. He's a great father, raised them two kids. He got both of them children through college. But at the same time, that nigga say shit got crazy. And I was like, nigga.
See, Barry just a good dude.
He a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. You know what I mean? So he trying to do right. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Yeah.
Every nigga a little evil though.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing like seeing the evilness of a real nigga. Like, especially the nigga you say like, this is a good nigga. This is a good nigga.
Yeah.
But you get that nigga out on that road in one of them little fucked up cities trying to fuck something.
Yeah.
Niggas be like,
like this nigga is evil.
What you doing, nigga? Yeah. Where you come from? Where this fucking evil face come from? Yeah.
Oh, man. Here's what I like to hear from comics, right?
Okay.
A favorite joke, whether it's yours or somebody else.
I got a whole list of them. Go ahead, give me this. Give me this.
What is your favorite joke?
Okay. Franz Cassius.
Who?
Franz Cassius.
Franz. Oh, yeah, okay.
Franz Cassius had a joke, right? It's so funny. And he thought I was bullshitting him.
Yeah.
So I said, Franz, that joke is my favorite joke all time.
Yeah.
And so Franz, he had a joke. He said, bitch. he said, give me your number. You know, he a New York nigga. Hey, girl, give me your fucking number. What? 555. 5555, bitch. When you live at the movie theater? Nigga, what? Brilliant. One of my favorite jokes of all time, man. Eddie Murphy had a joke. He say, it was like a snap. He say, your mama got a mouth in the back of a nigga and bitch you like this. Ooh, what the fuck is that? Yo, I like little silly shit like that.
Yeah.
Tony Roberts can do no wrong for me on stage.
Oh my God.
He tickles me. JB Smooth. Have you ever seen JB Smooth live?
Yes.
At length. So JB Smooth used to have a joke, nigga. He used to tell a joke. So apparently in New York, the kids would be on the top of the roof of buildings throwing rocks at people. And JB tells a story about that shit, nigga. He be throwing rocks at niggas down there. He fucking people like, nigga. And nobody milks a joke better than JB Smooth.
JB Smooth, boy.
Nigga, that nigga. Oh, who comes to mind? Daryl Heath.
See, I always hear stories about Daryl, but I've never seen him on stage.
Dog. So Daryl Heath had a joke about Batman, right?
Yeah.
He had a joke about Batman and how Batman, when he didn't always have it together. You know, when he first started creating the shit,
yeah,
it wasn't all right, you know.
Yeah.
And so
the utility belt
shit wasn't all together, you know. He said so. He like, all right. So the nigga like he'd do some shit. Shh. Note to self. Need a longer cord. You know, shit. And he do the shit 30 minutes though. He would do the shit. Donte, he would do this shit so many different ways. He would flip this shit so many different ways. Wow. So I heard stories about Daryl Heath, right?
Oh my God.
And any young comics watching this, look up Daryl Heath. I heard stories about Daryl Heath bombing at a college. He wouldn't play the college. He bombed for like 6 minutes. And he's like, you know what, guys? I'm off tonight. you know what? If y'all give me some time, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just let me restart. Nigga restarts and rip.
What?
And rip. They say he fucking ripped the whole fucking room. Now hold on. I've seen niggas reintroduce themselves 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Everybody don't come back.
Yes.
This nigga ripped. I heard great stories about him.
Golly.
There's so many cats though, man.
I heard a story about Daryl Heath. I forget. I think it was probably like you, Dave, Cedric Entertainer, or somebody, and y'all was at like Greenblatt's after Laugh Factory.
Okay.
Something Daryl Heath did. Chris Spencer was there. 'Cause I think Chris was telling the story that he
Chris
did.
tells a great story.
Yeah, Chris tells good stories. But he says Daryl did something about somebody doing suicide or something, like somebody killing himself. He said Daryl walked outside. He had his phone, and he made it like it was a gunshot.
I remember that shit. I don't remember the story. I remember him telling the story, but I was there. I remember when he did the shit. And the nigga, so the nigga he made some type of flash inside of it's like a limo.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm telling you who limo it was. It was Arsenio Hall had a limousine, and nigga traveled everywhere in the limousine. And the nigga climbed in the back of the limousine, but you couldn't see inside, but all you could see is the light flash.
The flash, yeah.
Nigga. That shit was so funny. Wow, that's crazy. I can see it all wrong right now. Wow.
I've always heard all these great stories about Daryl, but every time I see Daryl, he just seemed like so just like humble and just quiet and just chill.
That nigga is a maniac inside his head.
And I'll be like, I want to see it. I want to see it live.
He just wasn't in our class. You know, we came on along after him. So that's Chris Spencer and them. That's
Alex
Thomas. That's their class.
Yeah.
And so they a little older than me. And so I got it. Now Alex got some great stories. If you ever get a chance to talk to Alex Thomas. So Alex was a dancer.
Yeah, I remember.
He was like a dancer. So he got put on Comedy World after being a dancer for a number of years.
Alex got like a unsung for dancing or something I seen.
Some shit.
Alex is like a what is that, nomad?
Oh, for sure. He I mean, the motherfucker used like that dope ass bag you got right there.
Yeah.
That nigga was selling bags for like 5 years.
Yes.
And high end bags, like $5,000-$10,000 bags.
Giving Rick Ross bag. I'm like,
I said, Alex, let me get a bag. He's like, nigga, you can't afford this. I'm like, you're right. You're right.
God damn, man. Yeah. That's why I loved being in LA, to be able to hear like stories like that. You know what I mean? Like behind the stories. I remember when I realized, oh, Katt is out of here, right? It was past after probably when everybody else knew.
Okay.
But he was doing like one last show at Mixed Nuts.
Okay.
And it was
what year was it, you think? If it's Mixed Nuts, it had to be like shortly after you got there.
Yeah. It was like, because next thing I know, he was doing stadium tour, arena tours. Like it was like.
So he was already Money Mike.
Yeah. It was like, he told everybody in the crowd in Mixed Nuts, hey, them white folks back there, they with me. Don't fuck with them. Right. And everybody was like, oh, okay. And it was like
I remember white people managed him. And them same white people you managed Eddie Murphy at one point.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So let's look at. So we all in the Bay Area. Myself, Joey Wells, Katt Williams, Lunell, Daniel Dugar, all of us in the Bay. We in the same incubator, right? It's the winter before we go into 98. So it's like 97, December 97.
Okay.
Katt leaves, goes to LA. Katt Williams takes LA by storm. By storm. Like the whole thing he was mad about Cedric, right? Every day I'm hustling that bit was destroying. This dude hired and fired every agency in LA within like 3 or 4 weeks.
What?
Yes. By the time I get to LA in 98, that nigga is like the most sought after comedian in LA. Immediately. This is 98, March 98. By the time I get there in March, nigga, Katt Williams is a household name. He ain't done Friday. He ain't even done Friday yet. But he was fucking ripping. You know, so by the time I get there, Ice Cube already seen a nigga on the Tuesday night. And that nigga got action. He about to do Friday. It can't about to be a Friday, man. It's about to be crazy. You already started to hear that scuttlebutt. You already starting to hear it. And so the nigga was just, you know, I mean, you can't. I just remember that shit so vividly, man. The nigga knew. He knew before anybody knew. I mean, at this point, Katt still ain't had no teeth in his mouth.
Yeah.
You know, but he fucking knew. And that's everything. That's everything.
Just knowing.
He knew, and then he's the perfect storm of knowing plus having some great bits. And this stuff he been doing, he been cultivating in the Bay. Mm-hmm. By the time he come to LA with that shit, that motherfucker with the little grocery card, he putting all the shit his kid wanted at the 99-cent store. Nigga, that shit was destroying. I'm talking about the audience would be in hysterics.
Damn. Talk about what the at the casino, man.
Hollywood Park Casino.
Where would y'all have it at?
So I was on the first floor. G-Mac from Polyester Players, he was a band leader, but he loved comedy. And actually started doing comedy now. He's doing comedy right now, which is crazy.
Oh, okay.
But he had this room up there, and so it started with Speedy. It went to Tess. It went to a few people, and I lived across the street. I lived in Inglewood, literally walking distance from the casino, and I didn't have no car. So I was just there. Every Thursday, early rain or shine, I was there. And sometimes the best thing you can do is be there. So when niggas would be late, hey Rod, you man want to host for a little while? You know, Speedy not here yet. Hey Rod, you in so and so on the way, man. And one day, the lady that was running the room, Jaha, she said, Rodney, man, I need to apologize to you. You always there for us. I talked to G-Mac about it, nigga. And want to know if you consider hosting. And I got that room sheerly because I was there and available. I was there. And I would walk to the motherfucker, dog. Across the parking lot. Osage, the only Crip block in Inglewood. I would walk to the fucking casino, and I would do the show every Thursday night.
What would be the demographic? Would it be like mostly people that's from Inglewood, or some people like from Hollywood? Like
wasn't
agents?
Hollywood at all.
It was a hood room.
It was a hood room. It wasn't Hollywood at all. But you know, Rodney Perry had like a world sensibility. You know, I grew in that room more than I grew anywhere in my career. Any one place, I grew more in that room. You know, because I found myself comedians. I was hosting. I had a DJ, same DJ every week, and I remember G-Mac going, "Hey, you want me to? I can tell this nigga to stop." I let the nigga go because the nigga gonna come up on some dope shit. And a lot of the music bits I had early in my career, that nigga said, "Hey, Rod, I'm gonna try something tonight." And he would just do it, and I improv with it. And that shit became like staples in my act early on. And so, shouts out to MC Rock. And yeah, that was a good time.
Was there any like Hollywood agents or anybody that would come and check y'all out, or?
No,
we
were still off the path.
Damn.
Still off the path. And so, but Katt was hot. So Katt would have some of that energy, but Katt wanted that room too.
So he wanted your like Wednesday night, even though he already had Thursday?
He didn't have, I had Thursday. He
you had
Thursday. Wednesday.
Oh, so he want Wednesday and Thursday.
No. He didn't have it. He started Wednesday because he didn't get Thursday.
Oh, in the same casino.
But they had another room upstairs that was beautiful. He was in there. And he put on a great show up there. But we was playing everything then. We was playing. They had a room out in like I can't think of that place. I was just there too. Goodness gracious.
For those, why you think of that? For those who don't know, in Inglewood, where the SoFi Stadium is now,
Yes.
that used to be the Hollywood Park Casino.
Well, it's still Hollywood Park. Well, the casino is a little adjacent to that space now.
Yeah.
They rebuilt it behind where it was. Yeah.
But the SoFi and the Hollywood Park Casino, it used to be a racetrack there.
Yes.
And then upstairs, they used to have different. I had my high school prom in that building.
Get out of here.
Swear to God.
Where'd you go to school at?
Crenshaw.
You went to Crenshaw High. Wow.
Yeah, we had our high school prom in that building, up them down elevators in one of those little rooms. And that's why I was thinking, like, and
so I was on the first floor in the little room and on the bottom. Katt was in the big room upstairs.
Okay. So it was so many rooms in there when we went. The one we had, it was like the sliding glass doors where our prom was, and they had the doors open when our prom. It was cold as shit. But I was thinking, like, where could they have had a comedy show in this place? I always wondered that.
We like, I think that it was just a big showroom.
Yeah.
You know, so
no stage, or did y'all have a stage?
There was a stage up there. The room Katt was in was definitely a stage. My thing downstairs felt more like a comedy club. It was small, it was intimate, wasn't no bad seats in there, and we was up against the wall. It was a wide little room. And again, Pookie and Chris came down, and weeks later,
Laugh Factory
was born.
Chocolate Sundays
was born.
God.
And see, Chris really found his black legs in Inglewood. Because Chris was Chris. You know, he had already done Vibe, but black people wasn't really fuck with Chris like that. And he came down there and fuck with us. You know, me and Dave and all us that would be there. And he even said to this day, he got his black legs in Inglewood. But Chris was from Inglewood.
Yeah.
He understood it, but he had to figure out how to entertain those people.
Yeah.
And he did that and took that shit to Hollywood, and the rest is history.
God damn. Did you ever get to perform at the Comedy Act? Or was done by the time you got to LA?
It's kind of over by the time I get there, but it wasn't the Comedy Act. It was the Regency West.
Yeah.
So I was on that stage, and so Robin Harris' wife, Exetta Harris, used to come down to the Comedy Union, and so Hollywood Park for me changed to the Comedy Union. So I get Ced The Entertainer TV show warm-up guy, and so I couldn't do that. I couldn't do Hollywood Park and that. So Ced called me. Ced and I become cool. He called me and said, "Man, Rodney, I want to try you at warm up. You ain't gonna have the job exclusively, but you got it." So Alex Thomas did some dates. I did some dates. Dude, Donte, I was getting motherfucking $1,500 a day.
I know that money was.
Nigga, I was rich. I was rich. I had money. What you want? Get the niggas what they want. Nigga, I was rich, nigga.
Yeah.
And so because of that really facilitated me going to the Comedy Union Friday night. Cause I was doing Ced show Wednesday, Thursday. I would say, yo, if you want to go do something, nigga, I'm at the tonight, Comedy Union tonight. So people can leave Saddiq's TV show and come over and see me live.
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit, that was another growth spurt in my comedy, you know, the Comedy Union was. But yeah, man, it was a good time still, man.
Man. I love talking comedy, everything comedy, and I love getting these stories. Do you have a story that you can share of being on the road with Ced? Like what it feels like to be on a superstar?
Okay, so Cedric is king of comedy.
Yes.
You know, Cedric king comedy. And so after the Kings, Ced had the Bud Light commercials. Right?
Yeah.
So Ced took a bunch of us on the road. So our first road experiences was with Ced The Entertainer. So we not only experiencing King energy, he hosting, he letting us shine, and so it was amazing, man. And so Ced to be on the road with Ced. First of all, I do the Bay Area comedy competition. I don't win. I make it to the finals, but I don't win. And KB, Cedric's road manager, saw me there, and we kind of became cool on some just man shit.
Yeah.
So I'm in Oakland doing a competition. Motherfucking KB, I'm giving a ride to this hotel. These girls like, yo, can you give us a ride? We live in Oakland. I'm like, KB, you want to ride? He's like, nigga, I'll ride. Hell yeah, Ron, let's go. I'm like, nigga, what? Whatever, nigga. And I'm talking like I say, y'all have to have the battle of the world talking to women.
Yeah.
I'm talking to girls, hey girls, this is my man KB, nigga entertainer, Ced The Entertainer, road manager, nigga, da. I'm getting a nigga resume. Long story short, nothing happened with the girls. But KB was like, nigga, Rod, you're a cool ass nigga, man. Yeah, I'm gonna call you. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, nigga, you ain't gotta lie.
yeah.
The nigga called me. Hey, Rod, Ced got a tour going out. I want you to come on a tour. All right, for real? Well, when? Nigga, 2 weeks. So the way the tour went, we were flying to one city, tour bus to the next city. So the first day was Detroit. Flying to Detroit, tour bus to Indianapolis, fly back out. So KB booked me. I ain't met Ced yet.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't met him.
Yeah.
And with comics, you don't count till the nigga see you work.
Right.
Nigga
right.
don't see you work. Nigga be cordial. Hey brother, how you doing, brother? Good luck, nigga. Have a good night. And so I meet Ced for the first time in the lobby, headed over to the venue. I also meet Gerald Levert that same night.
What?
Gerald Levert like, nigga, I know you funny, nigga. I can tell by your energy, nigga. You're funny. This nigga funny because him and Kim Whitley was friends.
Yeah.
And he's like, Kim, I like this little nigga right here. This nigga funny, man. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Good luck tonight, nigga.
Yeah.
And so I meet that nigga. So I go over to the motherfucking theater, Fox Theater. Donte, I'm ready, nigga. I'm going in that motherfucker, nigga. I'm trying to destroy this bitch. Nigga, I have a fucking phenomenal set. And I know I did good because there was another girl they booked from the competition. A girl from Detroit. She was on the show. And they booed that bitch about her shoes, nigga. They booed this bitch so hard. Matter of fact, I don't even think she's still doing comedy. They booed this bitch out of the business. They had that bitch in the air. They booed that bitch so hard. Her body was, nigga, parallel to the ground. She had this bit about the Matrix. She was doing the Matrix. You can see the motherfucking boos working there. They booed up bitch.
Yeah.
So next day, get in the tour bus, drive to Indianapolis. And so, with men, you gotta find bond on some man shit. So we was playing Madden back then.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went on tour bus playing Madden, talking shit. And I can't remember who all was on there, but Duval, a young Roland Powell was on there.
Mm-hmm.
J.J. Williamson was on there. Juan Villarreal was on there. That girl that got booed the fuck, she was on there. It was cool. It was fun, man. It was a beautiful time. And so we get to Indy, and I tell you who else was on there.
Who?
Jalen Rose.
Oh, the basketball
player. Him and Ced is friends.
Okay.
So he like, nigga, I'm riding with y'all niggas on the bus to Indy.
What?
So I'm playing Jalen Rose in Madden. Jalen Rose, you probably don't remember this because it doesn't matter to you. I'm playing Jalen Rose in Madden, man. Donte, I can't stop this nigga. But he can't stop me either.
Yeah.
Nigga, we going back for boom, 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 boom. Nigga, last play of the game, I just scored. I keep the field goal, it's tied. But I can't stop the nigga.
Yeah.
He get another possession, he gonna win. Nigga, I drove down motherfucking go for two. make the conversion, 2-point conversion, win the game. The nigga say, Jalen Rose like, nigga, Rodney Perry, nigga, I ain't mad you won, nigga. I'm mad you went for 2 without thinking about it. I was like, Rose, I could give you the ball again, nigga. I could give you the ball again, nigga. I couldn't stop you.
Yeah.
That nigga was so in the weekend, I'm headed back home. I got my little 2-way. Remember that was 2-way was hot back then.
Yeah.
I ain't got the motherfucking big dope ass 2-way. I got the little bitty shit. Little red. I got my little 2-way. I hit my nigga. I hit KVA, man. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for the gig, man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, Rod, nigga, you available next week? Nigga, yes. So Mark Howard, comedian Mark Howard was supposed to go, but his daddy got sick. He couldn't go the following week. And it ended up being a thing I did all that summer after that.
What?
Yeah. So the next 2 cities was Dallas and Houston. We came to Dallas. We played Dallas. We were supposed to tour bus to Houston the next day. Houston floods. Houston floods that weekend. That Saturday, the flood in Houston. So we ended up having to stay in Dallas another day. That night, Ced took us out to dinner. We played basketball that day. And then that's when we all become men.
Yeah.
You know, now he not just the king, but we all men. You know, we hooping and shit that day, da-da-da-da-da. And he took us out to dinner. And, you know, nigga, we ain't nobody got no money but Ced. We looking at the menu like, nigga, you see the brand? Nigga like, no, nigga, I got y'all. I'm gonna get what y'all want. We can get whatever we want. Nigga, get what you want. Like a steak. Nigga, it's a steakhouse, nigga. Get what you want. All right, nigga. So Ced fed us tonight, took us to a party. Kid Capri is in town. Have you ever seen Kid Capri live?
One time.
Have you ever seen Kid Capri live with Ced The Entertainer?
No.
Nigga, it was incredible. So we getting the motherfucking shit. It's Kid Capri. So Kid Capri, DJs like comics. It's an opener, a middle, and then the headliner nigga. The nigga don't do but 1 hour. Kid Capri don't do no motherfucking long ass set. 1 hour, nigga. Motherfucking opener nigga, play his little set. Nigga, the shit was cracking. The feature come up. This nigga dropped 30 minutes. Fired.
Yeah.
The nigga Kid Capri, it's a reason this nigga is the cold. This nigga cold. Yeah. This nigga, all that New York, it was your Zodiac, all that shit. Nigga, the shit is in pandemonium. We in the DJ booth.
What?
We in the DJ booth, all of us, 6, 8 of us. Ced is right there. We in it. We in King Capri.
Yes.
Donte. I'm like, yo, I'm a fucking rock star, nigga. And then, you know, so we ride back into the hotel. So Ced, generally we stay wherever Ced stayed.
Mm-hmm.
This particular time, he was in a resort. And I remember they dropped that nigga off at the resort. And then nigga, we took us to our little hotel, which was a nice 5-star hotel. But it still wasn't the same as that.
Yeah.
So we saw the nigga walk off. But I learned some valuable lessons with Ced, because that gave me my first movie. After that tour, I get to warm up. After that tour, I get my first movie, Johnson Family Vacation, which niggas that still get checks off that shit. That shit all was a series of things that happened back to back to back. And I learned about the rider. You know what a rider is?
Yeah.
So for all y'all novices out there, a rider is an addendum to your contract. So you make your contract is whatever deal you make. I need $10,000 for da-da-da-da-da, whatever. But your rider is the little stuff you need where they don't want your ass fucking gallivanting around their city trying to find a cigar or trying to find a fucking iron or some dumb shit. Yeah. And so they put this shit in your rider when you. So I'm in my little room. I'm pouting this shit. So like, nigga, what's wrong with you, nigga? I'm like, well, how come everybody got sandwiches, nigga? I don't got no sandwiches. He said, did you ask for sandwiches? I said, I mean, what you mean? Who am I asking? He said, nigga, did you ask for sandwiches? I know I didn't ask for no sandwiches. He said, you got to put that in your rider, boy. I said, rider? What the fuck is a rider? Yeah. He explained that shit to me, dog. I went home and Googled that shit. Nigga, I pulled up Nick Cannon's wife, Mariah Carey. I pulled her up. She had a fucking crazy rider. I pulled up J-Lo. J-Lo won't shit on the toilet that another human being has shit on. Like if you book
you need a brand new
whole toilet.
oh shit.
She'll stay in your hotel, but she ain't gonna shit on that toilet that's sitting in that bathroom already. She need a new toilet.
Yeah, damn.
That's on her rider.
Not even a toilet seat.
Nigga. And then you see people like Eddie Griffin. He has some interesting stuff on his rider. He got like he wear brand new or Air Force Ones for every show. They gotta have that shit. He might not wear them every show, but nigga, you gonna have them there.
Air Force Ones?
Every single show. To this day, like right now, still. And then Eddie Griffin also won't ride in the white limousine.
I heard that.
I've heard that story before too. But so my ride is pretty simple. You have like your rider ain't really just for you. It's for your friend that would come in your green room.
Yeah.
Whatever the food is. I'll eat a bunch of fried food now, so it's like sandwiches and baked stuff. Da 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 da. Or I have my cigars on now. I like cigars. I smoke a cigar, and I learned that from DL. Because DL was giving away these motherfucking $50 cigars like it wasn't shit. I'm like, nigga, I know you rich nigga, but
that's still gonna add up.
That shit, nigga, these random non-cigar smokers don't deserve this shit.
Yeah.
They nigga, it's on my rider. I want to put that shit on my rider immediately. I don't get the same size cigar he get, but I got the motherfucker on there.
What kind of cigar you smoke?
Padron 64 is what's on my rider.
Padron 64. Okay.
Yeah. And that's what DL smoked. That's all he smoked. But I put that shit on the rider. So that should be waiting for me tomorrow night when I go into the Improv.
Yeah. So man, talk about I know you got dates coming up, man. Where are you performing? I know you here in Arlington for the weekend. Y'all probably gonna miss that because it's gonna come after that. But where are you at after that?
I got Arlington coming up. I got Atlanta at the Uptown Comedy Corner, which is one of the places that I've been playing all my career, man. And they one of the first clubs that will book me as a headliner, and so I will always play the Uptown Comedy Corner, 7th through the 9th, and then I go out to Cleveland, the Cleveland Funny Bone for Valentine's weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be out in Cleveland, Ohio. So shouts out to Cleveland, Ohio. And I just put up a video before I came up here. I had a young girl with some big old breasts. I said, that ain't cleavage. That's Cleveland. Speaking of Cleveland, I'll be there this weekend. Valentine's weekend.
Yeah. Man, I always not always ask, but I just want to know, like, from you, is comedy everything you thought it would be when you first started and to where you are now? Is it everything that you thought it was gonna be?
What a great question. It's more. It's more because when I first embarked on this journey, I didn't know you could make money at it. I've since bought homes and cars and put kids through college, all with jokes, man. All with jokes. And the core of everything I do is comedy. I started directing. I've done television, I've done film, but it all started with stand-up comedy. And stand on that stage, I tell comics all the time, stand-up will take care of you. It will take care of you. It will take care of you. Like, and a lot of women will be quick to put comedy to the back burner. But I be like, you better motherfucking treat comedy right. My wife say all the time, I always say, oh, yeah, comedy, it must be your side chick. No. Comedy, my wife.
Yeah, you my side chick.
See that she gonna swing on me.
Yeah.
Nobody's scared.
Man, every time it's a pleasure, man, to even be able to know you, be able to pick up the phone and call you, you know what I mean? Because one, you just an OG in this game, and you've always given me great advice. Even when I used to hang out at the Comedy Union all the time, you know what I mean? You used to always just drop just about life, about game, about just, you know what I mean, anything. And I just want to tell you, man, I love you, bruh.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like you have been one of those ears, or one of those, when I'm thinking about shit, when I was doing comedy, just to be that voice that I could be like, you know what Rodney said, that's a good thing, you know what I mean? Or I just hear your advice. I think you, Chris, back in the day, and Dave was always like the three loudest voices.
Yeah, rest in peace, David Arnold.
Rest in peace, man. But y'all three were like the voices that back when I was doing it, I used to always want to make sure, one, that I'm doing good enough where y'all be like, nigga, I see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't matter. That little thing right there. That 6 years, you can keep going.
For real, man. That shit meant so much. I know with my era, like, you know, James, Sydney, who else was around then? It's a bunch of us, man, that we just all wanted to make sure that we impressed the people who came before us. You know what I mean? And I just want to say thank you for always being like that big brother to us, man. For sure.
You know what, D, man? A lot of us, like, two things that happen to you. Either people treat you cool like a man in his life, or they don't. And that you can react to that how you see fit. You can be a fucking horrible nigga and make people do whatever you did, or you can be a good nigga and show niggas how it should be done. And so for me, you know, I had a lot of motherfuckers that was like not cool to me. And so I decided to go the other way and be, you know, Anthony Brown once told me, he said, man, comics only want the game, man. If you can spend some of your time and give a comic game, he don't want your money, he don't want your time, he just want a little game. And if you can't do that, then get the fuck out of my face. Yeah. I once saw this years ago. So I toured with Steve Harvey too. So we in Detroit, and Steve, we walking downtown Tony Brown, which is a Detroit legend. Downtown Tony Brown. Cause Steve, oh shit. Boy, goddamn, downtown Tony Brown, motherfucker, man. Goddamn, boy, look at you, boy. Goddamn, Tony Brown. Steve, man, I need some help, man. Help me, bro. Man, Steve went in his pocket. He said, man, I want your goddamn money, man. I need some help, nigga. Steve said, so you don't want the money? Give me that goddamn money. Nigga, what? Yo. Nigga took that money.
Yo, yeah. Yeah. Man, I just love comedy. If you had to explain comedy to somebody who never been to a comedy club, how would you explain it to them?
How would I explain comedy to a person? I would say my job as a comedian is to lighten the collective burden. My job is to take whatever you're going through and make you feel a little lighter. You know, take some weight off your shoulders. And we as comedians, that's what we do. You know, sometimes, regardless of what you're going through, you can lose your mom, you can motherfucking, you know, have a loss. I know comedians that lost children, and they still had to go up and be funny. And so, and there's only one litmus test for comedy. You got to make niggas laugh. Like, if you're an actor, you try to make niggas cry. I once heard Eddie Murphy say, you can't fake comedy. You can't fake it. You can't. It either make niggas laugh or you don't. Right. You know, I can sit here right now and cry. Nigga, I ain't sad.
Yeah.
I can cry.
Yeah.
You know, I can channel those emotions. But, you know, yeah, I'll maybe explain it that way, though. Let me make you happy.
Yeah. But I say comedy is the only time, if you see that show, you never gonna see another show like that one, that first one or that one.
Agreed.
No matter how many comedy shows you go to, you never gonna see one that is just like another one.
No.
Even if it's the same jokes.
You're absolutely right. Because we're like artists. You paint a picture. And so you might paint the same idea, the same bottle, but nigga, you might have ran out of that red. Yeah. Or that blue. You might have to use this, you know, you might everything is different. Everything is different. Like, that's why I don't worry about niggas stealing jokes. A nigga he can't steal more than I create. I don't think. You just hope you're not on the show with the nigga when he do this shit.
Right, right.
Get me started.
Man, thank you so much for tapping in with us, Rodney, man.
Man, I'm excited about this, man. Yeah, I called you.
Yeah.
Man, I love the podcast. What I gotta do, I'm being honest with what I gotta do.
I appreciate you so much, Rodney, man. And I wish you nothing but success, good health, and shit, man. Just
don't wish me good health. That nigga Dave was healthy as fuck and died. Dave, where the fuck you at, man? Nigga ran 5 miles a day every day. I told my wife, nigga, what I'm not about to do is run. That's obviously was killing niggas.
What would you say to Dave right now, man? What would you be talking shit to him right now?
Nigga, if I talk to the nigga in heaven, I'd be like, nigga, why the fuck you leave me out here, man? You motherfucker. Yeah, I miss that guy. We talked a lot. That was my guy.
I miss Dave
and
too.
we had already discussed touring together, so I was about to start touring with him. And I miss him dearly though. Good friend.
Yeah. Man, rest in peace, David Arnold, man.
David A. Arnold.
David A. Arnold.
And the A stands for asshole.
Dave was that. A quick story about Dave. I remember I booked you, Dave, and Donovan Jordan to do this show in Long Beach.
Okay.
And I had, after the show, I would have to pay everybody. I paid Donovan, paid you, and then I started paying Dave, and I put out a 20, gave him 100. He was like, nigga, you told me 300. I said, Dave, let me get the rest. Let me get the rest of the money. I got the other fives right here. He was like, oh, my bad. I was like, Dave, I got you. I'm going to pay you what I said I'm going to pay you.
Always ready to argue, man. Always ready to argue.
Yeah, shout out to Dave, man. Miss Dave, man.
Who the best comic you ever seen with your own eyes that people don't know about?
That people don't know about? Man, that people don't know about. I think comic. Okay. See, I am slowly not slowly but surely, but he's slowly but surely getting more famous, so more people know him. But like CP, it was Tony Roberts for a long time,
right?
But Tony is starting to get more known.
Definitely.
Lil Rel used to be funny as fuck to me when he was chubby.
The nigga's still funny though.
When he was chubby,
this you gotta like that nigga like I ain't like that special he did at the high school or whatever in LA.
Yeah, Dorsey, no.
I wasn't a big fan of that. But nigga, right after that, the nigga released a comedy album on iTunes. That shit is fucking epic.
Really?
I think he was just in his bag on that
motherfucker. I like the first one. I think Kev produced it. The one that Kev, I love that one.
With the stick man and shit.
Yeah. I like that one. Who was somebody else that people may not know about? Shit, I don't even know. I can't think of nobody else that people don't know about that is fucking hilarious.
So when we was coming up, so my OG, and I got a few OGs, but like the guy that took me under his wing in the Bay Area, a guy by the name of John Austin. So John Austin was he the guru to this day. Like he taught me so much game. Like he connected me with George Lopez, who I toured with for like 4 or 5 years. Before I ever meet Ced or any of them guys, I toured around this country with George Lopez. And so John was George's opener. But John was like, Rod, I'm about to hook you up with George. And he did. That's my guy, John Austin.
John Austin.
The world. And John was gone. Like, John's story is that, you know, he go to a Hollywood party and take a hit of a joint that was laced with PCP. And it fucked his head up.
Damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
I told my daughter, I'm like, you can smoke what you want to smoke. But if you don't roll it, it's not yours.
Shit. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
It's like I'm trying to think because
I ain't know you had motherfucking cup holders.
we in here, man. We trying to do a little something.
Nigga, tap in.
Yeah. Man, I ain't gonna hold you, man, because I could talk to you all night, and I don't want to keep you up, man.
Word.
But
We hopefully get some good clips out of this.
oh hell yeah, this is gonna be fire, man. This is gonna be
My God.
This is gonna be good. Yo, man, thank y'all for tapping in. This has been the Tap In Podcast. Holla.